Hey family, thanks so much for joining me. So this is take two of the video. Um, I was talking about the importance of um, making sure that you're reading the signs from God to see if something is for you or if it is not meant for you. All right, so let me put the disclaimer on. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This could be your reading and may not be your reading. This is a timeless reading, so could have already happened, could be happening now, could happen in the future. Um, you can use this as a manifestation reading. All you need to do is claim this information for your own and for your life. Um, I get my information from God and from the Holy Spirit. I don't use any cards or anything like that. Um, Sometimes I'll say divine feminine and I mean divine masculine. Sometimes I'll say divine masculine and I mean divine feminine. So use these terms as they make sense in your situation. Um, if you'd like to work with me on astrology readings, twin flame stuff, and more, my information is in the description below. Feel free to reach out to me. Um, but as far as the masculine and feminine energies, we all have them in our bodies, men and women. So use those terms as they make sense in your situation. If there's anything that I left out, I will try to sprinkle it into this reading as I go along. All right, so let me get into the reading. So I was talking about making sure that with the decisions that you make, that you're reading the signs. Usually God communicates with you in a certain way and you know that. So if it's usually easy, there's no struggle, it's pretty smooth, and you notice that all of a sudden things are getting rocky or they're not smooth anymore or something is happening and it seems like there's a block or an obstacle, that may be something that is not meant for you. And now I was talking about Mercury being in retrograde, and it's supposed to go out of retrograde November 29th, but I would say give it another week after Mercury is supposed to go out of retrograde in order for everything to get back to normal for you. Whatever is usually your normal, everyone's is different. Um, but with Mercury in retrograde, I've been talking about this. It means there could be issues with communication. While you might have some interesting and shocking revelations on one hand, on the other hand, it might be that things that are not true are coming out. People might be gossiping, talking behind your back, saying things that are inappropriate. You might be misunderstanding someone, or someone might be misunderstanding you. Communication might be challenging. So it's important for you to take your time when you're communicating with others. Make sure you're understanding them and make sure that you're being understood as much as possible. Now, there could be issues with communication, it could be technology, there could be cyber attacks, AI could go down. Major companies could have issues with their internet or technology. You could be having issues with your phone, your watch, tablets, computers, all kinds of stuff. There could be issues with travel, with planes, trains, vehicles, all kinds of things could be happening. Um, when it comes to communication, there might be some false positives, meaning you might think that something is right, but it's not because communication is mixed up. So just be mindful of this, and I would say again, give it a week after the 29th to get back to normal communication for you, whatever that is. But in this time, that could mean leadership is crumbling, like the foundations are crumbling, as you have seen some, leadership lose their position and a new leader is rising to the top. So that could be happening for you. You could be getting promotion, or you could be getting elevated and someone else could be getting dropped from their position. So it just depends. I would say this is a better time for quiet reflection and things like that if you're the type of person that struggles with Mercury being in retrograde with communication. It's more a time for you to be quiet, be still, and see what messages God is bringing to you. But it's important, again, for you to just consider, is God trying to send you a message to stop you from doing a certain thing? And are you just continuing to push past all the blocks that God has tried to set up so that you can do it anyway? Just listening to God is the most important thing, putting God first. Um, but just listening, watching for the messages, for the clues that God is leaving for you, so that the best thing that's happening for you is happening for you, and you are not getting yourself into any trouble or doing something that you know later on down the line is going to hurt you. Make wise decisions as much as possible. Um, but this might be a time when you're finding new love, when new relationships are developing, and maybe it was unexpected for you. But just to look out for this. This might be an exciting, interesting time for you. Um, but you might be running into someone that you never expected to meet, and they might end up being the person that you marry. You might end up getting proposed to soon. You might end up doing a vacation or a honeymoon soon. You might be getting some gifts soon. You might be traveling soon. There's a lot of things that could be happening for you coming up. So just watch out for what God has for you. There's a lot of things that could be going on in your life, but just continue to help yourself to stay on your path, to do the work that you know you need to do. Um, Continue to work on your glow up. Everyone is watching, kind of staring, really, because you do look better than ever. Um, but continue to focus on you and continue to focus on the relationship, supporting, encouraging each other, lifting each other up, because you might have a lot of people around you that are trying to pull you down. So, working on what the two of you are doing together, just staying focused on that is important. I know that myself, I've been having some issues with technology, and even tonight with the internet. But this last couple weeks has been brutal. It's been the worst time for the internet stuff, technology and stuff like that. But thankfully, most things have been going smoothly. It's just been drag to watch, the issues with the internet. But I think still it's more time for quiet reflection and thinking about really our goals and working toward the things that we really want to do, and seeing, what's really important. What do we really want to put our time, attention, efforts, and energy into? And those are the things that, if we're being true, authentic, and genuine, are the things that can grow. Um, I have some more videos that I want to do for you as well. But just wanted to bring you this video and just again encourage you to focus on making sure that you are watching and listening to, reading whatever the signs from God, and making sure that you're on the right path, that you're in your assigned seat doing whatever it is that you're supposed to do. All right, I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you again for joining me. As always, happy lightning fast manifesting, and I'm going to talk to y'all soon. All right, love y'all. Bye for now.